Hi everyone, welcome to Gateway Lectures. Now we'll be taking a concept and also the on this based on this concept many objective questions can be framed, and this concept is very important for the interview point of view. So let us discuss the concept. Let us discuss the question first of all. Experimental data obtained from a constant volume gas thermometer is shown in the figure below. The value of L in degrees centigrade. See here we have L, and this L in degrees centigrade we need to get. Okay, further we need to discuss the concept of, see, this temperature, the measurement of temperature is a basic for zeroth law of thermodynamics. We said that temperature is defined from zeroth law of thermodynamics. That how it was defined in zeroth law of thermodynamics, that we will be dealing in upcoming concepts. But now let us discuss about this constant volume gas thermometer. First of all, constant volume gas thermometer. Constant volume gas thermometer we'll discuss. It is first of all, first point, it is identical to Kelvin scale temperature. So there is also as we have constant volume gas thermometer, we also have Kelvin scale temperature scale. Kelvin temperature scale, and this Kelvin temperature scale is always a thermodynamic temperature scale. So what is the difference between thermodynamic temperature scale and a normal temperature scale? See, thermodynamic temperature scale, when we are talking about thermodynamic temperature scale, the first point to note is it is independent of properties of any substance or substances. So it doesn't depend on property of any substance. Say suppose we are taking example of constant volume gas thermometer. Constant volume gas thermometer, we are saying that it is identical to Kelvin scale temperature scale, and that Kelvin scale temperature scale is nothing but thermodynamic temperature scale. But there is a limitation. See, if it should be independent of property of any substance, if we consider a gas, say suppose some helium gas, helium will also have some freezing point. So the freezing point, helium freezing point will be around minus 30 degrees centigrade or minus 40 degrees centigrade. Suppose X, let some X gas, for that freezing point is minus 30 degrees centigrade or minus 40 degrees centigrade. So the least possible temperature that we can measure is minus 30 degrees centigrade. It is nothing but a freezing point of gas. But then we are limiting our thermodynamic temperature scale only to minus 30 degrees centigrade, because the property of a substance, property of the gas is it freezes at minus 30 degrees centigrade. So we cannot use this temperature scale below minus 30 degrees temperature scale. So that type of temperature scales cannot be called as thermodynamic temperature scale. If the temperature scale should be a thermodynamic temperature scale, then it should be independent of properties of any substance or even substances. Depends on construction of them, with what metal it is constructed. It all depends on that. And also, this thermodynamic temperature scale is defined in conjunction with the second law of thermodynamics. Yes, in second law of thermodynamics, we will see how this temperature scale is defined, and that temperature scale is called as absolute temperature scale. Okay, and here we've discussed the principle. Now we'll discuss the principle of constant volume gas thermometer. So what is the principle involved in constant volume gas thermometer? At sufficiently low pressure, the temperature of a gas is proportional to its pressure at constant volume. That is, at constant volume and sufficiently low pressure, the temperature whatever the gas has is directly proportional to its pressure. So how we will measure constant volume gas thermometer? How is the working of a constant volume gas thermometer is in a rigid container. In a rigid container, we will place the gas that is at low pressure. Low pressure gas is placed, and this rigid container is placed in contact or in the medium where we need to measure the temperature. So whenever this is placed, and also a pressure gauge is attached to the gas constant, that rigid container, and whenever we are placing it in a medium, depending upon the temperature of the medium, that gas exerts some pressure. The temperature is directly proportional to pressure. Sorry, not directly proportional, it is proportional to pressure. There is a difference between directly proportional and proportional that will be dealing on important concept or important basic for preparation of this GATE and engineering level examinations. That we'll discuss what is the difference between linearity, what is the difference between proportionality, and the difference between the directly proportional. We will be dealing that. So we need to get some linear relation. We said it is a proportionality or linearity both were same. So it is said, suppose if it is said y is proportional to x, then we can write y is mx plus c. So y is proportional to x mean as x varies with the same proportionality y also varies. See here, if x increases y also increases, if x decreases y also decreases. So that is nothing but a proportionality. There is a difference between directly proportional and indirect. Here if x is doubled, y is not doubled actually. It is increased by some amount but not actually double. But in directly proportional, if x is doubled, y also will be doubled. So that we will be dealing an important basic concept required that in later videos. Here y is equal to mx plus c. So we can say that y is dependent on x, and that relation is given as a straight line, and that straight line, whenever the straight line is extrapolated onto y-axis, then we'll have it will not intersect with origin because c is not 0. If c is equal to 0, this straight line will intersect the origin when extrapolated, but c is not equal to 0, this will not intercept at origin, but it will intercept at a distance of c on the y-axis, and that c is known as y-intercept. Similarly, we can also draw x is equal to my plus c. The same way, x is equal to my plus c, then x will be here, y will be here. Similarly, we can draw it will be a straight line. This is a equation of a straight line. So equation of straight line, whenever we extrapolate that onto this x-axis, we'll get a intercept, we'll get a distance that is nothing but x-intercept, right? This is nothing but x-intercept. So here, how does our temperature vary with pressure? So that varies as T is equal to A plus BP, and this A and B are constants, and these constants are dependent on it. They are different for different thermometer actually, different for different gas thermometers. They depend on type of gas used and also the amount of the gas used. Okay, now we will take T is equal to A plus BP. So if you were to get the value of A, what should be the condition to get the value of A? P should be equal to 0, and this P should be equal to 0 is called absolute pressure of 0. It is called as absolute pressure of 0. So at absolute pressure of 0, we'll get a value equal to T. And also remember, whenever we are able to attain the absolute pressure 0, then obviously it is said that we have attained the absolute 0 Kelvin. So absolute 0 Kelvin is not possible actually. Even scientists with all the conventional refrigeration techniques they have tried, and finally they have reached, they've used the conventional techniques and also some advanced quantum techniques. See, and they use laser coolings. They use quantum mechanics. Or using all this, they attain only to a temperature of nano kelvins. So they are almost close, but they are not equal to 0 Kelvin. So if we can attain absolute zero pressure, then the temperature value will be equal to A, constant A, and that constant A value will be minus 273.15 degrees centigrade. So whenever this line meets at this point, okay, then here at this point pressure is 0. Okay, whenever pressure is 0, the value of temperature here will be equal to A. So this L value will be equal to A, and that is equal to minus 273.15 degrees centigrade. So our answer is actually finished. The value of L in degree centigrade is finished. But here there is also an important thing to note. When we consider different gases, say A, B, C, here A, B, C, for all these gases, independent of the gas, independent of the type of the gas, independent of the amount of gas, whenever the pressure is equal to 0, when they are extrapolated to pressure equal to 0, they all meet at a single point, and that single point value is minus 273.15 degrees centigrade. Even there can be a question. They will be giving a question like a monoatomic gas A, a diatomic gas B, and a triatomic gas C are used in a constant volume gas thermometer. Then what is the value of temperatures for each gas at absolute 0? Then only one answer. It is equal to minus 273.15 degrees centigrade. Okay. Thank you for watching this. Further we'll be coming with more concept videos. Further we'll improve ourselves in teaching these concepts. So whatever suggestions you have, whatever be the comment, even it is a positive or negative, please comment please join our Telegram channel so that we can learn a lot. In coming lectures, we'll be dealing with many important questions. Thank you.